we're gonna ignore the fact that my alerts are still going twice. Why are they still going twice? We do not know. Okay, so now that should work. Yeah. Hi, Cha. Hope you guys are having a good day. What's up? We have a new PNG today. Beep boop. Hello. I should change this because you guys can't see Mr. Midnight. He's like behind me, but you can see him kind of on my head, but you can't really see him. Let me see if there's anything I can change to that's like way less better, like better than. Yeah, that works, I guess. That works. So good morning, good evening, and good la-di-da. La-da-dee, la-da-da. How y'all doing? Guys are doing good. I'm tired today. Holy shit, bro. I'm actually tired. Actually tired moment. Actually tired moment. Brother? Oh. There you go. Okay, that should have fixed that. That should have fixed that. Did it fix that? I don't know. Where? I don't know if it did or not. Did it? I don't fucking know, bro. We fucking ball with that. We ball with it. We fucking ball with it. Cha. I got a message. Give me a minute. Oh, that's that. Yeah, I know I'm live. What the fuck, bro? This new hell is mine. Me, myself, and I. Sin personified. Pleased to meet ya. Yo, what's up? How you guys doing? Okay, cool. I'll do that. Died and my own. Lost everything in the crossfire. No, that's not what I wanted to do. There you go. No fucking way I just did what I thought I did. Why am I dumbass? Yeah, I have the wrong chat open. I was wondering where my chat was. Make your decision, every soldier you but done not one you. Let me see you chat. Hello. Do you know about the red, green, blue trophy in the upper hand fan game? The upper hand is probably one of my favorite fan games. Well, I've seen other people know hit this, yes, but I'm not really interested in it myself. So I don't think I'm gonna try and attempt to no hit it. Don't think I will. How is everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing good. I'm tired. Holy shit, brother. Me and so we're doing American Truck Simulator yesterday, which was really fun. It's probably like one of the best stop games ever. Mostly because it's just like, you don't need to think when you're playing it, you know. The red, green, and blue trophy is not the trophy for no hitting the fight. Okay. I don't know anything about it, like, I've seen Still play it, but that's all. I haven't played it. I'm not interested in playing it, to be honest. I'm very picky with my fights. I'm sorry, chat. I'm very picky. I'm a very picky person. I'm not the fight, but I didn't record it. Damn, that sucks, man. That sucks. Well, if it's any comfort, I don't think we ranked it in UDC. If that's any comfort too. If that's like any comfort to you. Death is permanent, just a monster. I found out they were looking through the files of the game. Ooh. Well, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask UDC. Why is that not playing? There you go. I need to close that and close that. Perfect. Gonna make him scream and shout, salivating from the mouth. Throw on up in my mouth. Beep beep boop. Let me turn it on. People doing good? You guys doing good? I hope you guys are doing good. Hope you're all doing good. I say the hardest mode in the game, I would say it's like Alex mode. I don't know what that means. Is Alex mode like insanely hard or? There you go. Why is the Kofi goal here? Brother, I don't need money. Or is it? I need to ask. Yeah, that reminds me. Can someone remind me to sub goal? No. I need to talk to my dad about that actually. There you go. That works. Okay, cool. That works. Okay, I'm gonna get another drink because I'm fucking tired today. Or rather, and then we're gonna do some exhale. Chat, don't take after me. Not a role model. Do not drink energy drinks. My fucking shoulders today, bro. Fucking my shoulders. I don't know what happened. I've just been stress sleeping a lot lately. I don't know why. The kill timer is invincible? What do you mean kill timer? I'm not murdering anyone. Let me check. Well, let me. Oh my god, my nose. My nose. Between the janta, but the canopy and but the lamp tipper metal. The kill timer makes exclusive to challenge mode and Alex mode center super chat. Oh, okay. Okay. I can also probably 23. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I need to start doing runs. Can I not? Why am I still in the box, bro? Why am I still in the box? Cha! When did you put me in the box? What the fuck, guys? When did you put me in a box? What the fuck, man? Hi, Enzo. Where the fuck is Enzo? Yo, Enzo, you here? Hi, Dank. How you doing? Hope you're doing great, my dude. Or femme. I don't know your gender. I hope dude is okay to say. Plus a box with a cloud. I'm not a god. What do you mean, bro? You doing good? Great. That's good to hear. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing good. You're a demi boy. Okay, so dude is a way to. Okay, cool. I'm always worried that I'm gonna accidentally make someone uncomfortable. You know, I'm just that kind of person. Like, I overthink things very much. We're doing debug, by the way, right now. You see debug in the corner. What is Undertale? It is Undertale AU. It's a fan game that was made. I'm gonna turn down the music because I'm listening to my own music in the background. Sorry! What's the premise of Undertale? I have no fucking clue, bro. No fucking clue. Fuck. Really? You took Santa's most crispy? Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I took his food. That's why he's angry at me. I forgot completely what that attack was. Oh, I jumped far. Vehicle manslaughter. Yeah, what do you guys think that Sans would be convicted of? Like, aside from genocide. Gained 7 max HP instead of 4? I jumped too fucking high, bro. Beep beep. Wow. Why am I such a nerd? Disturbing the peace? Well, we have to. It's canon. You know? You can't disturb the timeline. Sans is supposed to die. ants has to die. What's the weather like? Windy. Very windy. We're all nerds, so true. It's windy, and clear skies at the moment. The canon event? Yeah, good point, good point. I might turn on no board. Just so people can see what my inputs are. I'm gonna turn on no board. We haven't done no board in a while. Let's see. Do I still have the setup that I like? I do. Can I trance? Question mark? No, I want pride. I like pride. Pride is pretty. Nah, I like trance. I'm feeling trance today. No. Now you guys can see my inputs. Chroma key. There you go. Now you guys can see my input keys. It's raining. Oof. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm just still moving in the blue. My sense because again when I'm going from 99 I only got to 120? Really? I wonder if you can choose what name. Like, it says Iceman right now, but I wonder who that is. The one that Stance uses his Papyrus special attack. Is it? Hmm. Wow. Okay. I don't know if it is. Hmm. I jumped too fucking high. Sure. Why are my inputs? Why are my... Hi! Why are my inputs like that? I don't know why my inputs are like that. I don't know why my inputs are like that. Okay. I want to no hit. Like, force myself into no hitting as much as I can. Because I'm at like... I don't even remember how many hits I am at. But it's getting pretty low. So I need to be sure of my inputs. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. That would have been a no-hit hadn't I been a dumbass. And that would have been a no-hit hadn't it been fucking bullshit. What works? Depression, to be honest. How you doing, Xavier? Hope you're having a good day. Tears in the rain, my ass. There's no weather in the underground. True. This game can't be canon. There's no weather in the underground. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? There's no weather in the underground. What? Am I like moving when it's blue? Is that it? Is that what I'm doing? Am I moving when it's like blue? I don't know, man. That attack like confuses me, but that attack kind of confuses me a little bit. I might have to ask Sil to like coach me. Something just makes sense and even after all. Am I... What? Question mark? Question mark? Am I just not holding the button? Alright. Oh. Oh, bro. I'm fine with 7 and 6. I'm gonna do... Pardon me? Can I, like, get attack 8, please? Thank you. Okay. That is Gucci. Beep. There we go. Bye, Sans. Bye-bye. Get going. Have a good day at the rest of your stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh my god. I think it's 3. It's another attack. Nice. That is a lot better. Yeah, I think I moved blue too fast. I think that's it. I need to be slower now. Out of respect, remember throwing it to the bin. Hi, Sel. Hi, ugly duckling. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. What's up, my dude? How are you doing with this? I'm definitely struggling more than I thought I would, if I'm gonna be real. I haven't gotten a 3 attack no hit yet. Which is what I'm aiming for. As I have 130 full something HP PB, so I'm aiming to no hit attack to a lot more and get consistent with that. Attack full. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you fucking call it. You got people call it different shit. Skelly, Axial, and you call it very different shit. This attack here. Life Industrial Papyrus completion. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, okay. I don't know. Debug is different. Skeleton Axial say it differently. It's kind of like fucking confusing. I don't know what to call it at this point. Okay, that's just a bullshit attack. Okay. Because we don't know yet if we can beat it, it's about like likely possible we're trying everything. Fair enough. I wish you good luck with that, honestly. Yeah, sure. Nice up. Oh. Ah! Meant to block the first attack. Yup. I want to no hit the next attack. I want to have like a. I have those 3 attacks no hit it a couple of times, but the next attack is just mental block. And I don't feel like I can get any better if I don't no hit that one consistently. You know? Because the next attack is the one that I know hit that took the longest to no hit. And being unable to no hit it, like, even once could make the difference in a round. Hi, block. I don't get it. I'm not used to precision or like ultra precision. How do you like the idea of starting the new SMP world? You want to start it? I was thinking of buying a realm instead. You guys had to figure out how to socialize? Nice. Ugh. But I also kind of want to do a modded SMP if I'm gonna be real. But I don't know if you and MFM are like interested or not. You know, this was just, yeah, I know. My brother has one. Because it has like perks, like it'll be open 24/7, so nobody needs to start the realm every single fucking time. I'm hardly interested. Yeah, I figured. I want to do modded because it'd be fun, but I don't think anyone else would be interested in that. That's a problem. I know Enzo's down, but I don't think anyone else is. I know, but like the perk of having it 24/7. I don't know, man. I want a new world regardless, cause it'd be nice to have. I don't know. But I want that world saved. I'm gonna ask MFM to store that world on somewhere where we can all access it, because that world means a lot to me. That Emma and are not just friends, it isn't worth it. In my opinion, it is. And no, I'm not gonna fucking do a community Minecraft server again. And I hope people fucking know why. He has access, moderator. That was my fault. Why am I having exams? I take care of another and I take care of them. Put the bike and double the emphasis. That's where we'll have the great stuff. Yeah. I just want that world because it means a lot to me. Blue Candle, hi. Hello. Dame. We're gonna be gigabytes. We can like make a Gmail that everyone has access to and upload the files there. I just want the world file. I wanna listen to Bob Burnham. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Can't the Google Drive, like, take that much? Like, make a new one. You can pay for more space. At this point, I fucking would. At this point, I fucking will. Like, I've had so many issues with Google lately. We could just split it between. I know. Think of the likes. Yeah, I know. Oh, just me rambling. I'm way too talkative. No, it's okay. It's okay. There aren't that many people in the chat right now, so it's okay. Today's a slow day. It happens. Where I put my insert objects if I had any. I had a feeling true that I did what I was getting. I realized I did violent times. Walked out, starts in my eyes, and the mind I could drop this when I make another move. But still, you forget they got something to prove that all the boys in it and the boys in back. Why can't they have a laugh? Because it had them just. Well, now they end up with the mod stuff. Chat messages. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that was kind of server stuff. Yeah, I have a SMP with my friends, and we're trying to see if we can revive it or not. Me all for me for a while. I don't mind. I don't mind, genuinely. Chat, we're not 30 people. It's okay. If you guys want to just sit and chat amongst yourself, I don't mind. I just like having people around, you know? Never say it started. It's too deep, but how deep is too deep? Oh, they're the only one, yeah. It'll delete itself after if it's not used for like a month or something. Because Eternals doesn't just hold worlds. I lost my old FP because of that. You need to be active or Eternals will just clear it. What's that, mother? Was a perk of you guys like chatting and stuff is that I don't feel like awkward or like I'm not being entertaining if you guys are just chatting. You can stop for it. Thank you. I appreciate that. one perk of you guys like chatting is that I don't have to talk as much, and I feel less like I'm not, you know, because I don't feel like I'm that entertaining, but you guys make me feel like I am. And I know chat is gonna be like, oh yeah, you're entertaining, blah blah blah. I don't think I don't think I am. Compared to so many other streamers, I don't think I am that entertaining. I genuinely don't. Like, factually. I wouldn't watch my own streams, which is a really bad sign. I have like my ups and downs though. Alright, hitting it on something because I got server just laying around if you want to use some of the resources. You mean like a PC server, or do you mean like host? Come on, you should be a comedian. No, hell no. I mean, love so much we don't throw the cat out the window. Well, that's a good bit, but it's like a bit. There's so much time where I'm just quiet and like anxious, awkward. Like, there's a reason. Like, at least for me, I feel like there's a reason why my content has ups and downs. And like, why I'm a small streamer despite having like stuff like that. And that's like fact. I'm not actually trying to be like biased, saying like, oh yeah, I suck, which I know I do. But like, I mean, like actually sitting there being factual. Okay, that's my fault, yeah. Close in my mind, closing in. Look, and I hate the pieces. I don't want to listen to that. I don't know if there's any easy options software for, but right now it's just a server. I've thought about making my old PC a host server and hosting the Minecraft server through that, because I have an old PC that I just don't use. But I need my dad to fix the keyboard first because the keyboard doesn't work. There's much more to say about. I like weird. I think a lot of people do. I need to practice that way. I'm cooking at PVC 2, but Jesus Christ, I can't read. Nice. Good, but you do know how to port forward because you're probably gonna need to be able to do that. I'll ask my dad. My dad has like a bunch of servers that he set up and stuff like and stuff, so he knows how to do it properly. And my brother is the engineer, so I'll be okay. Thank you, though. I'll be okay. My entire family is like tech nerds. Oh my god! Jesus! Brother! What are my inputs today? But yeah, I do feel like we have like a small streamer. That's the reason why I'm a small streamer, you know? I forgot to have the ability to speak for a few minutes, honestly. Very mood. And I will never see the sun, babe, and not going crazy. Shots, don't you tell me what I've done. Late to the middle, won't you meet me in the middle? The music make you fly. Oh my god, thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you so much for the heart and what did you send? Wait, I need to check. 20 coins! Thank you so much, I appreciate it! 40 coins! Thank you so much! Okay, it's still going up. Thank you so much, Fast Boy. You're so appreciated. Thank you so much. One Piece! One Piece? Piece 1? Get that hard drive? I already have the money for it. I appreciate you so fucking much, but I already have the money for it. But this will help, well, at least, because I realized I have to pay taxes. Because here in Norway, they're like, they are, when you're buying shit, and because the warehouse where you'd have to go and collect it is like a 2-hour drive. At least that will help me pay off, like, at least a part of, like, how much it'll take for it to be taken there. Oh, no taxes? Uh-huh, I know, right? Taxes are fucked. Fuck taxes. No, I shouldn't be. Stream is going. This stream is gonna be fucked. Thank you so much, Fastboy. I appreciate you so much. Ah. Yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I'm so gonna get fucked in the house, aren't I? Am I paying taxes? I'm 23, I have to. I sadly have to. Carlos, I've tried to cheer, but I'll get rid of me. Before flag on. Brother. For you, God forbid taxes exist. Brother. I'm poor. What do you mean, poor you? Bring is here for the PF effect, installing it. You could tell this was when I had the Haspin Hotel fan. I mean, it's kind of I don't remember. Okay, I guess I'm just talking about zombie stuff. You seem to be getting the hang of attack too. It's I don't know if I would say I'm getting the hang of it. Getting inconsistent, yeah, but ugh. I would practice. Yeah, I am. That's why I'm doing this instead of full runs. My God. I'm such a nerd, I swear to God. Starting something new tonight? Ooh, what are you starting? Are we getting any previews? What the fuck? It opened Opera for some reason. I'm going a distance. You're touching grass? Imagine. Imagine touching grass. Imagine. Hi, Omni. You'll be touching grass? Wow. Congrats. Congrats, Queen. Pax Forum. Yeah, welcome to being a fucking creator. Did you just call me? Did you want me to call it Queen? King? sexist. Yes, just smart to be sexist. Look down, let's too quick. Fuck it. Stick it. The kid to select the quid. Hater, suck my. Lay on the bed, or let the leg. Not that. Come on. Not king? What do you want me to call you then? I don't know if there's a non-binary version of it. I'm sorry. We felt rude. Let me fly rocket ship. Good point, good point. Congrats, mate. Alright. Alright. Take care. Hi, welcome in, Imp. Undertale. Yes. Video I made a terminal also done in fandom. Yeah, getting that's a fucking heart attack moment. Being fucking recognized by a creator in the fandom you're in. I would actually just have a heart attack. Glub glub. Hi, answer. But The one time I do it, brother. What's the one that gets I only didn't know how to find it, but I was able to watch a full thing from the comment and I was just jump scare notification. Aww. I love game devs that do that. I was too fast there. I was once like on Twitter because I'd made some fan art. I was once recognized by someone who is an icon to me, and I had a fucking heart attack. I think people who were there at the time might have seen it, but oh my god, I had a fucking heart attack. You're so popular, it's heart stopping, brother. I have 2K fucking YouTube subscribers. I don't consider myself popular in any extent. I'm not popular to any extent. I don't get that. Am I too fast? I don't know, it's just and there are 5 people on YouTube watching currently vibing with you. Yes. That's not a lot of people, my dude. That does not make me popular to any extent. $2K people watching for you to drop some content. No, it's not like that. It's very different. Destroy the concept of being popular. Being popular to me, I guess, is that people recognize me, and I don't have anyone who recognizes me yet. And I don't think anyone in real life or anyone on social media would recognize me. yeah, that's true. That's true. Having credit in other places by other people is kind of good. It's a good way for me to get known more. Make it sound like it's wrong coincidence. I'm saying get popular. Get popular. Get more popular. Get more fucking popular. Go. Oh my fucking god, Collar! Stop throwing your fucking money at me! Can feel that going and it goes, but I'm like a drum. Why are you throwing money at me? What did you say? Ba-da-bum, yeah, ba-da-bum, yeah. Ba-dum-bum, yeah. What did you say to me? Get popped. Why? It's $5 to say that. Oh my god. Hi, Sonic. Why doesn't it say, like, sandwich deal? Sandwiches for you guys are $5? Holy shit. I need to move. I need to fucking move, bro. Is this like something I have to look at, or? I mean, oh, that's how you do that. Okay. I don't know when country economy is the worst place. It's not even that expensive. It's like pretty expensive, to be honest, yeah. $3 if we go to a local shop size, cider, snacks, and crisps. Oh, okay. Like, here, it would be like $7, I think. At Subway, it's like $7. You can get like a price, like every day they host like a $5 for a Subway and a drink kind of deal. But it's only, you can't choose which Subway it is. It's only like one top. I'm driving here right within my government. You might so much ridiculously overpriced. This one, just get a McDonald's cheeseburger. And I don't like McDonald's, to be honest. I'm gonna be so for real with you, chat. I don't like McDonald's. Burger King is so much better. But Subway's pretty good. Subway's something I do get like every so often because it's just like very nice, and it's a way for me to get like greens in me. McDonald's is very country dependent. I've noticed, yeah. I've noticed. Actually better than Burger King? Seriously? Damn. Because at McDonald's it's just like floppy food. It looks like it's been like, it looks like a wet cat. You know? It looks like a fucking wet cat. The nuggets are fucking fire though. I just bring what I want. I mean, I haven't gotten a Burger King in a while, honestly. Because the place that I used to, that was like my favorite Burger King joint, closed down. Sadly enough. Homemade burgers are good though. They fucking rock. Burger King is horrible and McDonald's is fine. Damn. Handle with it. Oh, you're from Finland. I've not tried it from Finland. I tried it in Sweden though. Okay. Not really my favorite, but it's edible. Hello, neighbor. But I get a mediocre Massachusetts and flavorful, definitely worse for you, but start to eat healthy. Honestly, fair, yeah. I don't really care if it's healthy or not, as long as it like tastes good, you know? I just want to eat good food. I do eat a lot of rice though. I don't know if that's healthy or not. Wait, does anyone know if rice is healthy for you? Does anyone know if rice... Wait, I'm gonna check. Is rice healthy? Oh, it's healthy. We do white rice though. Pasta or pizza? Nice. My mom usually has like rice in the rice cooker and stuff like that, so I just use that whenever I'm eating. It's pretty alright. I definitely prefer over many other like for food and stuff like that. And cooked rice is so fucking good. I would marry cooked rice, I swear to God. Genuinely. Does my cooker have a baby elephant on it? No, it doesn't. Ours is like black top and silver around it. Okay. If you take a look at the amount of rice I consume, you would think I'm Indian. Bro, I have a Thai household. Eating rice here is so fucking normal. Rice pots and shit like that is so normal in my household. And the amount of fucking condiments and shit we have, it's actually insanity. It's actually insane. If we took a look at it, in my country, not eating rice is normal. Really? Here in Norway, it's not really that normal, but we do have a lot of like immigrants that has become accustomed, like different types of food is very normal here. So like Thai households are very normal here. Or at least in my opinion, it's from, but I did grow up with the Thai mom though, so I don't know. It's mainly because it's easy to make. Yeah, fair. It is. It is. And it's good for you. Consume with meat. That's gay. Sorry. Brother. Yeah. Here it's more like vegetable and that kind of stuff. It's more common here, at least for me. I don't think we've had Norwegian food often. Unless it's like pizza or like something like that, you know. Vegetable recipe is more common to eat rice, meat, and vegetable. Yeah, here too. And plus, I don't eat a lot of vegetables because they're often very spicy. And my stomach can't tolerate spice at all. My body is not built for spice. I'm supposed to fight. The chemicals in the water. They turned the freaking frogs gay. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. What's supposed to be the moment I'm processing or not? That's fair. Not much. talking in God's language, huh? Huh? Question mark? So fast? I do speak fast, I'm sorry. I read fast now. I hit my phone when I heard so much, it feels like I broke it. You probably didn't if you can move it. But do be like, you know, make sure you're okay. Have him in the right hand. Tell me that there's an actual bone named Funny Bone. Yes. Pretty fucking sure there is, my dude. What is that fucking pet? I'm so annoyed. What? I have the name in my head, but I can't remember who they are. There's two people I want to check up. Wait, give me a minute, chat. Pardon me. Left up. Oh. Wait, I need to check. What is that song name? I can't remember the fucking song name, and I need to check it because it's like very interesting for me. I'm like, this life is amazing when you cannot bear it. Hi, thank you, Axel. I don't fucking know, bro. This is one person I'm thinking of because they have a really insane song that I really like, but I don't remember what the fucking name is. Probably going to sleep when I get home. Honestly, fair. What's a mood? Oh, this is the guy that, yeah, this is the guy that made Alga. Okay, he's quirky. Insane vocals. No, I need to find the fucking... I don't fucking know, bro. Sleepy pleasures, I'm too scared to sleep alone to my pleasures. No, not really. I mean, I do the same thing. So weird. Can I cut out the fun about? No. Only has potential, right? It's the thing that people try and say stuff like that is weird, but it's not, because a lot of fucking people have those kind of habits, and it's completely fine. Like a brother. People just say it's weird because they want to act like the societal norms, which is boring as fuck. Remember the song name? Just listen to heavy metal, that breaks my brain. I love this song so much. I guess you just don't get the plan. Are you trying to set the world up? I'm just trying to understand. You say you know me, not truly who I am. I love front bottoms. Bro, heavy metal is peak. I mean, sure, maybe for you, but for me, my brain hurts. I can't listen to loud music for long, or my brain just hurts. I listen to growls. Wow. Minute episode on the cross street is actually cinema. I guess so. I don't know. I never liked that sort of thing. Waste my phone down. I'm gonna listen to music. Alright, have a good time. Unless I have a music. Wow. Okay, fuck you, I guess. Little wolves come now. Country, I was gonna play my ears. Little wolves come now. Country, I was gonna play my ears a couple of bit. It's fair. I like kind of indie rock to metal. Indie rock to rock kind of type of shit. I have a weird taste. What? 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 Why was there started a new sub goal? Which, don't do that. That's weird. It's looking at me. Oops, you know the Romy. Most genres of music? Damn. I'm very specific with what I listen to what time, to be honest. Alright, see ya. Let's get on to songs. That's fair. This was some of the messages I am problem and look at over. Yeah, it's pretty much like I don't care what you guys listen to. In that sense, like I'm not gonna judge you based on what you listen to. Never listened to Eminem really. I used to like rap, but I was never a fan of Eminem. It's always something I can't keep up with anything fast, that's fair. we made you into Dachshund? Huh? Sure, I'll try it out some point. Alright, see you, May. I got word one for paycheck of exactly €0. Fun. when I do Technomania, but it ran with lights and makes it impossible. Yeah, that kind of shit I wouldn't say you should try to do yet. If it's not, if your PC can't handle it, I wouldn't, like, go for it, yeah. Because you'd be fighting not only your own skills, but, like, your PC as well. I'm gonna purpose summon her in summer, that's fair. That's really good. That's actually really good. Wow, okay, and then I just fucking throw it. I've heard a lot of people going for Dust Trust lately. Never understood that game. But I don't think it's made for me particularly. That's just the text are releasing fun in any version. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh my god, I'm so fucking sore today. I don't want to do drawing now. I have a thing that I want to do for fish. So I think we're gonna quit. Ending tale. Because I think I have an idea for fish art. We could continue watching the Resident Evil stuff actually today. Ah, so still Minecraft, okay. We can continue watching the Resident Evil stuff. Let me check. That's not what I wanted to check. There you go. Or I'm interested in this.
That's a sentence I started to think I'd never get to say, and yet, after all this time, Toby Fox dropped the trailer for Chapters 3 and 4 at the most shocking moment possible, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. On the upside, I was so shocked when it happened. I never would have predicted it would happen there, but on the downside, because of that, I wasn't recording my reaction. Just imagine lots of shouting and screaming and going, "What?" over and over, and you get the picture.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that?
Thank you for
the preparing for the game release and rewatching
a bot. Suck my balls.
Calm before the storm style video, I realized something really upsetting. In nearly every one of my 23 uploads, I said that if you email spookydudetheories@gmail.com, I will react to your theories in regularly uploaded theory review videos. Yeah, that didn't happen. So today, I'm going to dive into the deep pit of Deltarune brain rot that is my inbox and review a whopping 50 theories that have been sent to me by you, the viewer, so that when I die and wake up in front of Sans, he has no reason to judge me. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'll be putting up a number in the top left to denote which theory we're currently on. At the end of each one, I'll rank it on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 to 10 in terms of likelihood and believability, and also I might rank it on 1 to 10 based on how much I personally want it to happen, depending on the theory. Also, as far as crediting the theory creators go, I'm just going to use the names that came through in the emails because some of these email addresses are like full personal names, and that's not, cool to put on YouTube. If I read your theory and you feel like you want to claim all the glory for yourself and you want to be credited even more, leave a comment saying you were the creator of X or Y theory, and if I see it, I'll pin it. Anyways, my name is Spooky Dude. Make sure to like and subscribe. Now let's discuss. Theory 1. Oliver asks, in the Spamton Sweepstakes Q&A, there's a connection made between Spamton and cats. He describes his elemental pairing as puppet/cat, while also listing off future potential opponents who have the pairings of Thunder
Double
/
me!
and Star.
Oh my good fucking Lord in heaven.
Could these be the elemental pairings for the future secret bosses? Frankly, I think this is very likely, but not entirely accurate. We know through Sean that to beat the secret boss of Chapter 3, we'll need the Shadow Mantle, and based on assets within the code, we know the Sky Mantle is a future item that defends against Elect/Holy. It seems to me that
Unless this subject on what did anyone do that, yeah, that would be cool, that would be cool.
When he says Thunder and Light, he could be referring to Elect/Holy, just swapping out the words in the way that he does. In this same way, Dark/Star might not be the literal element names either. That being said, considering Chapter 3 is a chapter where a secret boss...
Crazy to think that Chapter 3 and 4 are less than a month away.
I think it's safe to say that in some way, these
just a week away.
line up with the secret secret bosses from chapters 3 and 4 at the very least. As for Death/Scythe, I think that's referencing Jevil, so the secret bosses for chapters 5 and onwards remain completely unpredictable for now. Overall, this theory is a solid 9 out of 10. Spamton's words
And do like
hard to commit to the theory, but as far as I'm aware, it makes sense. I'm not sure how much elemental pairings will play into the actual game itself. My personal reading was, at least when it was originally being discovered, it's sort of just shorthand in the code to give different enemies different stats and, you know, kind of adjust based on what armor you're going to have, but I really don't know. It could
I like the pose I did for Ina, so I'm probably gonna do the same pose here.
Theory 2.
Please don't be. Okay, cool.
That I posted myself as a YouTube short once.
Please don't be fucking. Face reveal. Okay.
Really great theory, despite seeming a bit crazy at first glance. Joe references a mural shown in
Where is
Snowden from Undertale, showing a large lizard-esque creature
I'll do this kind of thing.
with antlers surrounded by snakes. Considering the Delta Rune is above the angel, and this mural is meant to represent something from the far past, this theory suggests that the mural and Delta Rune's Ferris wheel cutscene are actually foreshadowing a world-ending fight between a massive overpowered Susie and an angelic Noelle. This battle might even be the thing that creates the Undertale world. Boy, do I love this idea. When you lay out the evidence, it actually seems incredibly convincing. However, I think it's safe to say that, yes, Noelle will have some larger angel form, and Susie will probably also have some powered-up form. And based solely on the mural and the Ferris wheel scene, there's a chance that these two may fight each other. As far as the larger dynamics at play, though, that's more up in the air. The antlered angel being surrounded by snakes tells me that perhaps there's some kind of satanic force involved here, which might point to Gaster. Not literal satanic, but just metaphorical satanic. Could this battle be Susie Zilla versus a Gaster-controlled Noelle? Alternatively, considering the Delta Rune above Noelle, maybe the player is involved in this battle in some way as well. It's honestly very hard to say at the moment, but I'm going to go out there and say that, yes, this is definitely some future scene in Delta Rune. Now, regarding the Undertale creation myth side of things, that's harder to really say. This is, after all, scrapped concept art, so while we know that this was in Toby Fox's head at some point, the scene could have changed, its relation to the Undertale world may have changed, etc. That being said, the only way this mural could exist within the Undertale world is if it depicts something that previously happened, or if someone in the Undertale world had witnessed this event. Do with that logic what you will. Overall, I'm going to give this theory an 8 out of 10. Again, I think it's highly likely that multiple references to Large Susie and Angel Noelle are building towards a scene like this. But as far as the battle creating the Undertale world in some way, that I'm not so sure. Theory 3. Gummy Tree says that Rouse is some sort of Flowey allegory. Both are tutorial guide-style mentors and try to get the player or Chris's trust. Both kind of break the fourth wall. Both are as real, but not in some way. Flowey is hinted at to be a sinister character prior to the reveal, while Rouse is also hinted at having more knowledge than we know. Yeah, I completely agree with this. That being said, I too can't really come up with any solid explanation as to what's going on here. It's worth noting that Rouse teaching the player the controls in battle is definitely meant to reference the Flowey dialogue, mostly exactly. In that way, I feel like the Rouse-Flowey connections are meant to be recognized by the player. As in, Toby Fox, actually intended us to look at Rouse and say, hey, this is kind of like Flowey. To what extent this will go, I'm not sure, but there's definitely something there. I think that Rouse will eventually go in a different direction from Flowey. I don't think he's the final boss.
After watching Leslie's Spider, will probably the just change the tone of every experience. I know. I love Dream Barbecue. I love Dream Barbecue.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Rouse's whole deal is similar to Flowey. He's leading us to a bad ending. However, unlike Flowey, he's doing it unknowingly. Like so many other characters, he's following a path set before him without the ability to alter it. But that's just my thoughts. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on where exactly these parallels are going. Overall, I think this theory is a solid 10 out of 10, while keeping in mind that the specifics of the Rouse-Flowey parallels are kind of unknown as to what exactly they're doing. Theory 4. This next theory from Jack is very, very interesting. To be honest, I sort of dismissed it when I first read it, thinking it was a bit too out there, but the more I think about it, the more I actually think there's lots of interesting potential here. I ask you to do the same as I read it. Really think about the potential this story has. So, Birdley is dead. That seems to be universally agreed upon at this point, right? I mean, Birdley's death is the biggest consequence of the Weird Route. It's literally the point of no return. So to suggest that he's not actually dead and that he'll just, wake up seems to ruin the story. However, Jack suggests that perhaps Birdley isn't dead, but he's also not just going to wake back up, because his consciousness has been separated from his body. Where is Birdley? The bead toy in the hospital says that a blue bead was broken off the tracks. Jack suggests that perhaps this bead means Birdley has been freed from the story's control, and is instead in the depths, alongside December and Gaster. Queen's dialogue about Noel falling asleep in the dark world leading to a deeper, darker dream could be evidence for this sort of multi-layered consciousness thing. Maybe when the fountain was sealed, Birdley's consciousness slipped into this darker world, or the depths. This, to me, is fascinating. At a surface level, it's easy to suggest that Birdley being just dead would be more effective story-wise, and it's hard to talk about the depths and the darker worlds when we really don't know exactly how they work just yet. However, the point of Snowgraving Birdley being that we're locking him in the darker world, or the depths, allowing him to break free from the control of the light world, is really cool. I mean, you need to realize that if this is how it works, if closing off the dark world sort of sucks the inhabitants back into...
Kids for the older version of the game if you want. The case for 6 the Revelation, but there was the codes I might have already used. 4, 1, and HD remastered. If you have a code for the remake of 4, I would fucking buy it off you. If you have that. Because 4 is the one that I played, but I played it from a friend. And we're not friends anymore.
When the fountain is sealed and the darkness goes back in, the Lightners are still in that room, the one once filled with darkness. However, if Birdley is frozen through Noel's weird game-breaking magic, then maybe his consciousness was sucked back into the darkness, leaving his body empty. Look, this sounds cool, and the potential for the weird route sort of being this double twist route of, oh look, Deltarune has its own genocide route, and then when the game finally finishes, oh, we haven't been killing anyone, we've just been moving them out of the story. It's cool on paper, but we won't know until the game actually, comes out. Ultimately, I like the idea. Unfortunately, there is the fact that Snowgrave is, fatal. That definitely shoots up...
This if it's old, it will be the original. Fuck!
5 out of 10. Solid suggestion.
I already have 6. Sorry.
Get me believing it. That being said, again, really cool idea, and I'm not ruling it out just yet. Theory 5. This next theory is more of a question tied in with a popular theory. The dice brace. This is one of those things that sort of took on a life of its own within the fandom, despite not really being a big focus in-game. Basically, it's a bracelet item found in the Scarlet Forest in Chapter 1. When giving it to Rousey, he says it spells friendship. This bracelet presumably looks something like this. When giving it to Noelle, she says, hey, you jumbled it. Now, this theory suggests that Noelle is saying you jumbled it because it's been rearranged to spell out find her, and this is sort of a popular theory. They then ask where I think Des is, so I'll answer both of these questions. No, I don't think the dice brace spells find her when given to Noelle. There are too many excess letters, and that just feels wrong. Like, this doesn't feel like a clean answer, and the more logical answer, in my opinion at least, is that whereas Chris is willing to give the friendship bracelet to Rousey or Susie, Chris's friendship with Noelle has clearly been in a bit of a rocky area for a while, with the two still being somewhat close, but not connecting like they used to. In this way, the jumbling of friendship is simply a way to imply that Chris's relationship with Noelle is rocky. I get why you could think that the bracelet spells find her, but considering it's Chris who's jumbling the letters, that seems like an insanely lore-revealing action for them to be taking. It also doesn't really add up with what we know about Chris, at the very least the fact that they have some idea of what will happen in the future. To me, I don't think it spells find her. This theory for me gets a 4 out of 10. I also don't really think it's something that I'd want to see confirmed. Now, as far as where Des is, I think she's in whatever depths layer that Gaster is in, the source of the darkness. But I might touch more on that later. Theory 6. I don't even know what to say at this point.
But I throw also have a mankind that I might be interested in. Any remake like Resi 4? Because I really want to play it. But I don't know. Any other? Ask in chat, maybe someone else wants one.
Okay, look. Technically speaking, this theory has no legs. This isn't really evidence, there just so happens to be a character named Mike 2V who likes westerns and cowboys and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now you're probably saying, but Spooky Dude, it all lines up. How could this possibly be a big coincidence when it makes so much sense? And I'd like to retell a story I think I might have told before, but I don't remember, so if I have, pretend I haven't. In the early days of my channel, I made a video called Devil's Heaven, which basically argued that the holy prophecy we've followed is false. The knight themselves were a false prophet, and the god we're going to be helping is actually an evil being who is tricking us, aka Gaster. Shortly after the video released, I watched Star Trek The Final Frontier. Outside of being the weakest film in the series, the most noticeable thing about it was that it seems to follow the exact idea I based Devil's Heaven on. Spoilers for the movie. The crew of the Enterprise get caught up following a false prophet who leads them to the edge of reality to meet God, except it turns out to be a false god who was looking to be freed from imprisonment before attacking the crew and ultimately being defeated. Wow, I said to myself, this has to be connected in some way. To think that this idea I came up with just so happens to be the plot of a Star Trek movie? Maybe Toby Fox also saw this film and was inspired by it. But very quickly I realized this was silly. No, Toby Fox did not base Deltarune off of Star Trek V. What's more likely is that this is a simple game of association, tropes, and common links. In a story about a mysterious godlike character and an antagonistic prophet supposedly sent by said character, the idea that the prophecy in question is false, or that the godlike figure is a liar, is not that crazy of a reach. It's actually a common trope called the God Guys, or alternatively, the Demiurge archetype. Looking at the whole Willy Wonka Mike TV thing, you could argue that there's got to be some link to Deltarune based on the character being named Mike TV and also liking westerns. However, I think this is, again, common associations and tropes. From around the 50s all the way through the 70s, the western genre dominated television. So how do you demonstrate that a character is a huge fan of television? Well, if you're Roald Dahl, you say, well, the kid watches TV all the time, and what shows are popular? What kind of persona would a child craft for themselves after watching so much television? A cowboy, of course. Ralphie from The Christmas Story does the same thing. The reason Mike TV liked westerns is because any child who loved television from around that era was probably also a huge fan of westerns. The fact that he's named Mike is just a coincidence. All this is to say, I don't really think this counts as good Woody theory evidence. Gonna have to give this one a 1 out of 10 because you never know. Still worth holding out a little bit of hope, you know what I mean? Don't ever fully throw away Woody theory, you never know. Theory 7. This one is from Deltarune theorists, so clearly an authority on the matter of Deltarune theories. Death hit by a car night theory is brilliant. Okay. Theory 8. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I've heard so many theories about Noelle or Des getting hit by a car, or previously having been hit by a car. I've heard variations that involve Asgore being the driver who hit them. I don't really get where this is coming from, outside of the whole deer in headlights saying. Here's what I'll say about this. Forgetting about the night implications for a second, the idea that Des
The wizard was great. I like Tosky better.
doesn't have enough actual evidence for me to believe
Tosky
it.
was like my favorite at the
Do you
time.
think something bad happened to Des, something that makes everyone think she was dead? Yes. However, with Noelle searching Des's name, I highly doubt everyone believes she's dead. Or at the very least, Noelle has reason to believe that she might not be dead. With that being said, getting hit by a car is a pretty definitive way to go out. Unless Asgore hit her so hard she got flung into the depths, I don't think this happened. As far as Death's Night goes, this is one of those weird things where it's like, technically, if the eventual Dark World Death lore gives a logical reason that Death would choose not to show her face and willingly put Noelle in danger multiple times, then sure, maybe. But otherwise, it doesn't look likely. Honestly, my biggest reason for not completely throwing out Death's Night is because Toby has mentioned that he takes heavy inspiration from Mother 3. If you know, you know. Technically, it's possible, but I think that Des is going to play more of a mystical anti-Gaster role in this story. But hey, who knows? I'm giving this one 4 out of 10 stars. I really don't think Des was hit by a car, but I am giving this one a solid 7 out of 10 on how much I want it to happen. Asgore's whole deal actually being that he hit Des with his car is actually kind of interesting and would lead to really good drama with the other characters. Outside of that one reason, though, I don't see why this would be that great. Now, before I continue, I would like to just address another thing regarding the whole Des hit by a car theory. I did look it up as I was about to record this video because I was curious if I was, like, missing something, and there is a relatively popular Twitter post called Noelle Gets Hit by a Car Theory, where it's not literally that Noelle is going to get hit by a car specifically, just that something bad is going to happen to Noelle, something traumatic, maybe she'll die in, like, kind of a, I don't want to spoil it, but Final Fantasy VII-esque death, I guess. And one of the big points of the weird route will be the player just desperate to keep her alive, so we're making her stronger and stronger to avoid said death. That's an interesting theory, and it's not literally tied to her getting hit by a car specifically, but Noelle dying, that is the kind of thing where I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit more into that one because of the connection to, the other video game I just mentioned, and the idea of, like, the player being so desperate to keep this character alive, they'll destroy the entire story just to keep her alive. Interesting, but again, even that one doesn't have enough evidence just yet. We really gotta wait. Theory 8. Worms and Dirt says that Angel's Heaven has some clearly heavy religious theming. Therefore, Alvin and the church will be one of the last, if not the last, chapter.
This is game that's probably the most uncomfortable I've ever played. I almost throw the thing rivaling it being Amori. Oh my god, when I played Amori the first time, I actually just, like, I couldn't... Like, Amori, the first time when I did Amori, was absolute insanity.
The purpose of explaining some of that angel roaring lore to us, as opposed to being the epicenter of the roaring or whatever. Afterwards, Chapter 5 can focus more on the night or the interpersonal town relations stuff, with most of the important knowledge we need prior to the roaring out of the way. Unfortunately, based on the trailer, I am technically going to give this one 0 stars. Theory 9. This was really, really interesting, and I hadn't thought about it before now. To summarize, basically everyone agrees that Chris dislikes or even hates the soul. However, after ripping us out into the bathroom and presumably slashing Toriel's tires, we can check the sink and read the dialogue, "Your hands are clean." This obviously has a double meaning. Not only are our hands literally clean, but our hands are clean because we're innocent. It was Chris who slashed the tires. This theory suggests that perhaps Chris is not actually against the soul at all, but is instead either indifferent or feels bad towards it, like they do for Jevil and Spamton. With the amount of compassion present in both of these games, the theory argues Chris took us out as an act of compassion, allowing us to be innocent from whatever they had planned. I honestly think there's lots of potential here. I think it's safe to say that Chris planned for the events of Chapters 1 and 2. We know they plugged in the TV between Chapters 1 and 2, despite it being unplugged for so long that it's dusty. We also know they slashed the tires, practically setting up the events of Chapter 3, as if they planned it out beforehand. If that's true, though, it's possible they knew we would be around as well. After all, there is that dialogue about how it's not yet time to wash your hands. Maybe they do feel sorry for us. Maybe they feel indifferent towards us. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I definitely think the soul possession thing has a... They're a little scared for sure. Just look at how they feel post-Spamton. But overall, Chris being more understanding or indifferent towards the soul is a very interesting possibility and can play out in a lot of cool ways. Maybe if we keep pushing for Snowgrave, they'll totally rebel against us. You know what, actually, I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. I'm sorry, I'm going to adjust your score, buddy. 6 out of 10 because I do think there is evidence that Chris is kind of...
Morris, the only game that made me cry. Yeah. Yeah, very, very...
Not, like, horrified and totally hating on the soul. That does make sense. I think some in-between is probably going to be what actually happens. Theory 10. The door between Castletown...
Can I join? Who the fuck are you?
...in the light world by the door between the closet and the classroom. I think this one is basically a guaranteed yes. To the extent I think it's kind of confirmed already. That being said, though, there are interesting possibilities opened up here. There were 2 fountains opened at once, one in the closet and one in the spare classroom. After sealing the fountain, the classroom went back to normal, and because the door is shut, Castletown remains. However, in the library, we can see that multiple rooms are incorporated.
No, thank you. I'm sorry. I don't talk to. I don't.
Does this mean that
just allow people to join in.
Darkness flood in? Would Card Kingdom return? Seeing that the fountain would be...
You can stay here and talk to people in chat and me and stuff, but I'm not gonna allow you to join in on stream now. I don't know you.
I mean, if you opened back up the door in between the closet and the classroom, would the classroom come back to life? Because there's a dark fountain in the closet, and it, like, considering it's like that gaseous kind of substance, would it flood into the classroom? And more importantly, we know that the front door of Chris's house is cracked open. What does this mean for the Chapter 3 Dark World? My original thought was that the Dark World would extend all throughout the Dreamer house, and then we wake up in Toriel's room. After all, how else would we ever end up there? But if those doors are shut, and we know that the shut doors means the darkness can't creep in, does that mean that the Chapter 3 Dark Fountain will only extend to the living room, kitchen, and hallway? Time will tell. 10 stars for this one. I think it's pretty much confirmed that the Great Door is the door connecting the classroom and the closet. Theory 11. Ice-E will be in Chapter 3. Susie mentions Ice-E in the movie, and we know there are several Ice-E references throughout the game so far. Could he be involved in Chapter 3, seeing that will be in the TV? I definitely think that Icy is going to be important. The more references are made, the more I'm starting to think they're not just references, they're build-up. And the more build-up there is, the bigger the payoff needs to be. However, I'm going to stick to my big Ice-E theory. The Ice-E payoff will happen in Chapter 5, which will be located at Ice-E's Pizza. I know that seems crazy, especially with Chapter 4 being the church, which is such a lore-heavy location, but I think the shock and surprise of Ice-E's Pizza is going to be part of the point. That's where we'll get a whole bunch of crazy Ice-E stuff. I'll give this theory 8 stars because, yeah, I'm sure Ice-E will continue to be referenced, probably even in Chapter 3, but I think the actual payoff of Ice-E appearing in some way will be in Chapter 5. Theory 12, the chair Undyne is sitting in from the 2023 Deltarune Summer Newsletter, is the one from the sweepstakes that gets the weird blobby sound effects put over it. Perhaps the sound effects are meant to represent waterfall in some way. Okay, I like where you're coming from, but I can't really put anything together here. One thing about the chair is that it seems to have an almost horn-like design on it, whereas Undyne's chair doesn't seem to have that. But it's so low detail that it's hard to tell. Honestly, the chair being tied to the idea of being darker than dark makes me think it's something else, unrelated to Undyne. After all, it's not like Undyne would sit on a chair in Chapter 3. If anything, she'd wander into the living room and fall into a dark world. I do think the chair is important. I know many people think that waterfall is still important somehow with the Gaster appearance and the Beta Frisk Kara Chris sprite that's supposed
What, do I in my room for 5 minutes when I had a choice? Okay, why?
13, Birdly is still alive. I sort of mentioned this a bit earlier when I talked about the possibility of Snowgrave not really killing him, but instead sending him to the depths. But to fully focus on the idea of Birdly not being dead, sorry to make this so short, but I see no reason to tease the player in this way. Revealing massive consequences only to just pull back years and years later and reveal, just kidding, he's actually not dead, just doesn't feel right to me. I think Birdly's dead. Sorry for the short response to this one, but 1 out of 10. Theory 14, the third secret boss's soul color. So this theory that was sent to me by Joe is based on Woody theory, but it applies to the secret bosses in general regardless. Basically, Joe suggests that the secret boss's soul colors are meant to represent the reverse order of Undertale's neutral run bosses. As in, Jevil has the red soul like Asgore, Spamton has the yellow soul like Mettaton, so the third secret boss will have the purple soul like Muffet, and so on and so forth. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I definitely think the secret bosses will continue to have unique soul colors, but I think it's hard to settle on any confirmed order for them. Honestly, I've been thinking the green soul makes the most sense for Chapter 3, and it's more like a reverse genocide order type deal, but honestly I'm not really sold on the order mattering just yet. This is one of those theories that comes down to a key question. Is it a pattern, or is it a coincidence? And we really won't know until the chapters come out. Personally, I think Undyne being involved with Chapter 3, that provides some evidence that it might be the green soul rather than the purple soul. For that reason, I'll give this one a 6 out of 10, but I'm not saying it's out of the question. Before I move on, I'd actually like to ask you guys a question, and tell me in the comments, do you enjoy the secret bosses using different soul colors? If that is what's going to be happening here, considering Spamton has the yellow one, do you like that the different soul colors will come into play and that each secret boss, do you like that idea that, every secret boss will have a different soul color? Not to, influence your answer here. Personally, I've always kind of been, a little bit disappointed by that, because as much as I like the soul colors being utilized, I feel like it would be more interesting to have them in the main game. I'm sure you've all, if you watch game development videos, there's always that one video that's like, Super Mario 3D World is a genius Mario game, because it knows game design. Game design means you have to introduce the player to the mechanic in a safe way, and then challenge them with it. And, what I'm getting at here is, because Spamton was the first yellow soul fight, you can't really throw the player in the deep end there with an impossible yellow soul battle. It would just feel unfair, as opposed to Jevil, where it's he's just the natural progression of red soul battles. With Spamton, it was oh, here's the yellow soul, this is your first time using it, so we're not going to make it crazy hard, but at the end of the day, it just kind of felt like a disappointing battle. I felt like Spamton was too easy, and if every secret boss has a different soul color, it's not like Toby's going to throw us in the deep end purple soul with 100 lines you have to traverse. It's just going to be kind of harder than the Muffet fight, kind of harder than the Undyne fight, and I mean, I guess he could make it hard, just, he could, but I feel I don't know, maybe I sound crazy to you, but in my opinion, it's I'd rather you just give us very difficult regular fights than soul color fights that are slightly easier than Jevil, because it's not really fair to throw the player into the deep end. But again, who cares? It's up to you. I want to know what you think. Do you like the soul colors on the secret bosses? What do you think? Theory 15. Asriel from the ending of True Pacifist is still in control of the timelines, and that's why Rousey has extraordinary knowledge, because post-pacifist Asriel gave that info to him. I'm just going to come out
Plus, I think it kind of was,
out of 10.
Omega Man, like as I can see, if anyone wants them, I already got them on my account, and I set up, take the order and change my person, but for the consequence of my actions, yeah.
And I don't really think Asriel would do anything to the save file, especially because he asks you to leave it alone if you go back after beating the game. Theory 16. Okay, this next one I've been thinking about for years, and I still can't figure it out. In the secret Gaster-style save menu in Chapter 1, the one that appears if you access the file select before completing the chapter, copying your file into 3 slots prompts Gaster's response: preparations are complete. This seems to imply that the 3 save files will have some relevancy in the same way that Undertale's singular save file does in the story. Yes, I definitely agree. The existence of 3 save files is relevant to Deltarune's larger narrative. Now, this is a common thread here, but as for how, I have no idea. Logically, Gaster saying that preparations are complete only when 3 save files are created could imply that we'll have to do 3 different playthroughs to get whatever Gaster's preparing for. Alternatively, it could imply that there's simply something worth searching for beyond the regular story that might require us to play the game multiple times, forgetting about different routes or endings. Overall, I don't really have any definitive ideas just yet. I still think Gaster wants us to play the game regularly and complete the prophecy. However, I think 3 save files will be just as relevant to Deltarune's story as the singular save file is to Undertale. What are your thoughts? This is another one I want to know in the comments. I want to see some other ideas as to what preparations are complete could mean. I give this theory a 9 out of 10. Theory 17. Every man is meant to represent a stick man from monsters. Basically, this theory suggests that every man is meant to be a stick figure that represents monster kind in the same way generic stick figures like these represents humans. I think this idea makes a lot of sense. After all, why else would he be spray painted on the walls of Hometown? It also makes sense that he would be in the Queen's social media attack, basically a representation.
Okay, have a good day. Kendall.
I think every man being a general representation for, well, every monster.
Hi, Kid Taco. Hope you're having a good day. How you doing?
That being said, most of the fanbase seems to think there's some spooky secret lore or alternative reason for his recurring appearances, and this answer might feel a bit disappointing to some. But I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
I'm doing good, I think. Good. Good.
Theory 18. Des is the bishop. Basically, there's a bishop piece in chess, and based on chess theory, the bishop is going to be the boss of Chapter 4. A bishop is a religious leader, the holiday family has a strong Christmas motif, Noelle looks like an angel, a religious figure. Perhaps Des's Dark World form will also look like a religious figure, possibly a bishop. Therefore, she will be the boss that represents the bishop piece. I think that would be kind of the most shocking twist when it comes to Des. I think everyone is under the impression that Des is sort of an endgame thing, sort of like Deltarune's narrative equivalent to Asriel, someone whose existence haunts the entire story and ends up being one of the most important characters who's the key to the game's entire point. Because of that, it would be really weird for Des to have sort of resurface as a boss in Chapter 4 and have her story mostly resolved. I also think that leaves too little time to continue the story.
I like it all. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Chapter 4 ends, Noelle won't have fully opened up about Des to Susie yet, and we won't have the chance to piece together exactly what happened. I too think that Des is going to be an endgame character in some way. I actually think find her is going to be the ultimate goal of the game, and that will happen towards the very end. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 10 because I just don't think it's likely, but I wouldn't mind it happening because as much as it would shatter most people's expectations about the story, it would shatter most people's expectations about the story, and seeing people react to that would be funny. Theory 19. Night Papyrus. Several people sent me Night Papyrus-related theories through email, and I think it would be best to just condense all the messages into one universal response here. No. I do not think Papyrus Knight is likely. Not because it doesn't have potential, just because I think it's too out of left field, and it doesn't make sense for what we know about the Knight and Papyrus. Papyrus wouldn't knowingly put the world in danger. He also wouldn't act violently, putting the other 3 kings in prison, and for whatever reason deciding Spade King should be ruler. Also, if Papyrus was opening Dark Worlds to create friends because he was lonely, why would he open them in such a carefully planned, methodical way, avoiding the Lightners? It just doesn't make sense to me. Also, we haven't even met Papyrus yet. Knowing that he's probably not going to show up in Chapter 3, and also probably not in Chapter 4 either, I don't really really see how we have enough time to introduce him and give him a proper backstory before revealing him to be the knight. I know there's lots of fun potential when it comes to Papyrus Knight, but I just don't feel like the tone of the story is setting it up. I have to say 5 out of 10 with this one. Theory 20. Spamton talks about trying to reach heaven through the use of Chris's soul. Is the heaven that he's referring to the light world? This one kind of bugs me because when the game first came out, I figured that's what he was talking about. After all, his obsession with an artifact created through a lightener's hopes and dreams implies that when he talks about seeing past the dark, he's talking about escaping the dark world. I think this makes sense because it explains why Spamton was so obsessed with sources of light. However, I think it's worth mentioning that Spamton tells Chris that they are also chained up, and implies that Chris is trapped. Because of this, and because we know Spamton contacted Gaster, who presumably exists in the depths, Spamton might be trying to reach a higher place than even the light world. I'm sure this could be a bigger argument. It's one of those things that I'm a little rusty on. I don't actually remember every line of dialogue like I used to, but I also don't necessarily think it matters too much right now. I personally think Spamton is trying to ascend higher than just the light world. After all, he seems to recognize that the Snowgrave route involves us utilizing some level of otherwise inaccessible freedom. But it's really up to what you think. I'll give this one a 6 out of 10. Theory 21. Sans Undertale is actually Sans Deltarune. Basically, this theory, which was sent to me by Joshua, but I think has sort of been spinning around the community ever since Chapter 1, argues that the Sans we see in Undertale originates from Deltarune. There's lots of evidence to support this. Sans is one of the few characters next to Gaster who doesn't go through a full character arc, and even in his Asriel battle dialogue, there's implications of a much larger story, and the desire to return to some sort of home. Sans has several connections to Gaster. Icy appears all over the Deltarune world, but only appears once in Undertale, in Sans' word search. Sans' unexplained secret room, machine, and picture with Don't Forget written on it is obviously tied to Deltarune somehow. In Undertale, Sans Papyrus apparently just appeared one day out of nowhere. I honestly think that without even listing off all the other evidence, it's clear as day. This is 100% true. Even in Deltarune, Sans' dialogue is constantly messing with player expectations, leading us to wonder if he's aware of our presence or not. I truly think that Sans and Papyrus are going to play a major role in the story, and their full introduction is being saved for a later chapter. Gun to my head, Sans and Papyrus are the 2 characters who will appear in the Chapter 5 Dark World. I definitely think that they'll jump over into Undertale, but I don't know how just yet. Most likely the machine. How exactly the machine works, though, or exactly what it is, I'm not sure. Rather than just say, yep, good theory, I'll throw out some insane logic out there that I was thinking about while cleaning out my very hot attic the other day. This theory may be a child of heat stroke, I'm not really sure, so stick with me. Sorry to sound relatively insane for a second, but rather than finding some in-universe logic for how the universe might become Undertale,
I'm a go. Good luck drawing. Thank you. Appreciate it.
The Undertale world in the literal way that it already kind of did. If Deltarune was Toby's first idea for a game that we were, based on Gaster being the one to call us there in the first place, never really supposed to play, that got turned into Undertale, maybe we're literally playing Toby's idea. Maybe in a literal and metaphorical sense, Gaster was a character from Deltarune who just didn't make the cut, a scrapped character. And from the depths, aka the deep recesses of Toby Fox's mind, the idea of creativity itself, he's called out to us and brought us to this idea of a game. Characters and plot points that haven't yet been turned into what they eventually will be. Things are similar but slightly different, not because this is an alternate universe, but because this is the Undertale world before it became Undertale. Not literally, I mean this is the idea for Undertale taking place inside Toby Fox's mind. And again, even there, not literally, I mean that from whatever the depths are, the source of creativity itself, Gaster made Deltarune in the way that it would eventually be made into Undertale, you know what I mean? Therefore, Sans and Papyrus will, jump to Undertale using the machine as, safe passage to the second game idea. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I feel like I was onto something there for a second, right? Right? I was going somewhere. There was something there. I feel it, but I don't know. This is part of the problem with these kinds of theories. They're 99% guaranteed to happen, but actually nailing... I'm referring to Sans being from Deltarune, by the way, not my crazy Toby Fox brain thing. They're 99% guaranteed to happen, but actually nailing down specifics is impossible. Sure, the easy explanation is that before the Deltarune world gets washed away into darkness, Sans and Papyrus jump into a magic machine that teleports them to the Undertale universe. I'm sure that the eventual explanation will be a little more I don't know, well-rounded, but as of right now, that's the best guess I can give. Anyways, yes, Sans Undertale is surely Sans Deltarune. I'd wager Papyrus is too. 10 out of 10. Theory 22. We might return to the cyber world in future chapters. In the cyber world, when you interact with the stacked tables in Queen's Room, it says something like, you'll need the Throne of the Gods to pass through. The Throne of the Gods is referring to the stack of chairs in Toriel's classroom. Therefore, because the Throne of the Gods isn't an item we can get just yet, we'll eventually take it into the cyber world and use it on the tables. Honestly, I think that there's a good idea here, but I wouldn't really bet on it. From the beginning, one of the things I found most interesting about Deltarune's file structure is how it seemingly encourages going back to previous chapters to look for more stuff. The eggs, the weird routes, and the secret bosses at face value encourage that kind of deep exploration. But even in certain characters' dialogue, the game recognizes our ability to do so in narrative. Shom, for example, basically hints that we can go back and fight a previous super boss to get the crystal on this file. The clam NPC by the beach tells us that onion sand can be interacted with if we stand by the water, but they only tell us that the day after it's accessible, meaning that if this dialogue tipped you off, you'd have to go back to the previous chapter to actually find it. If we're able to get an item from a previous chapter, aka the Shadow Crystals, and bring it into the future and across save files, perhaps the opposite can be done, and maybe we'll bring an item from the future back into a previous chapter's save file. Hey, anything's possible. If there were to be a Chrono Trigger-esque area that is sort of safe from time itself, we could always, I don't know, store stuff there and access it from the past. That's just, an example of how it could be done, but it's definitely possible. That being said, I do think the Throne of the Gods comment in Queen's Castle is intended as a joke. The odds of this actually being something super important just seem super low to me. Technically, it could happen, and I think you're onto something with returning to previous Dark Worlds, but overall I'd say this specific scenario seems unlikely. I'd give this one a 5 out of 10 overall, but I'd certainly love to see it happen. Theory 23, this one's from Tommy. This theory says Des is the one on Spamton's phone. Whenever Noelle interacts with Spamton-related stuff or sees anything to do with Spamton, she says it's nostalgic. In the Spamton Q&A on Twitter, Spamton says that Noelle is the only one to respond to his friend Finder emails.
I like the hair, I'm not really good with her. Neither. Hair's like one of my weaknesses.
Overall, I disagree with this theory. I definitely think that Des's disappearance had something to do with Gaster, but I don't think Des would benefit from talking to Spamton at all. I don't really see why she'd do that, what her motives would be. I also don't really think there's any specific evidence that it's Des on the phone. It just makes much more sense for it to be Gaster, like in Jebel's case. Going to give this one a 4 out of 10 in terms of likelihood. I think that Noelle's comments about nostalgia are more so relating to either the white door in the maze, or the glitched games she played as a reference in the sweepstakes. Theory 24. Rouse represents what Chris always wanted to be. Rouse most likely shares the same colored horns described by Toriel, which were worn by Chris to try and fit in with their family when they were younger. Rouse and Chris are very similar in terms of body structure. Rouse's name being an anagram of Asriel can be explained through Chris's desire to be more like their brother. Chris shows very odd reactions toward Rouse, but it's not necessarily hatred like some fans think. This could imply there's a more emotional connection that Chris has with him. Ultimately, Rouse is the embodiment of what Chris wants to be. I actually do think this theory is pretty good. First off, it answers so many questions in a neat bow that fits with what we know about the characters so far. Why is Rouse named similarly to Asriel? Because Chris wants to be like Asriel, as evidenced by their general backstory and their Dark World room being identical to Asriel's side of the room. Why does Chris have strange feelings towards Rouse? Because they're the embodiment of what Chris always wanted to be. Wouldn't you feel strange about seeing someone like that? I really like this idea. I think it's one of the nicest answers we have regarding Rouse and exactly what he is. 8 out of 10. Theory 25. Based on this line sticker, Rouse is the one singing Don't Forget. I don't think so. I mean, yes, clearly Rouse has some singing ability that seems to, sort of be his thing, but I don't necessarily think Rouse is the one who was singing in the credits. I know this is, the suckiest answer possible, but seeing that the singing happened during the credits, which I believe to be one of the only definitively non-canon scenes in the game, I don't really think it's canon that anyone sang it. I think it's just, nobody. That being said, I think it's more likely that Des is going to be the one who either sings it in full or created the song in the first place. 6 out of 10, but honestly I get where you're coming from. Theory 26. This one's really creative. Basically, in Chapter 2, we type agree to all, and then despite us not following Queen's orders, she still says she's going to use our likenesses. Joe's theory suggests that Queen copied the Fun Gang's lots of people named Joe sent me theories. I don't think it's the same Joe every time. I think these are different Joes. Joe's theory suggests that Queen copied the Fun Gang's likeness and created clones that emailed themselves to Chris's computer before the fountain is sealed. Therefore, in Chapter 3, some minor antagonists will be Fun Gang clones created by Queen. I'm going to say this, so hear me out. I'm giving this one a 1 out of 10. However, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 as far as how much I'd like to see it happen. It's a really fun and creative idea. I think it would be cool to see something like this happen. I always like when games do shadow or clone variants of the main characters, but there's technically zero evidence that this actually happened. That being said, it is a fun thought. Theory 27. Susie uses a soul in the first chapter. This theory was sent by Thomas. However, Thomas, you didn't really explain when specifically you were talking about. I think you're referring to the Lancer fight. However, Susie actually does not use a soul here. It's Chris's soul, as you can see it coming from the corner of the screen where Chris is located. That being said, I definitely think the soul coming from Chris is lore relevant and shows us that it's an important element of the story. It's also probably some Gaster-made device or something, considering that it controls the damage Susie takes, or something like that. I don't know. Technically, this theory is a 0 out of 10 because it's not Susie who uses the soul, but, I get what you were thinking, and I do think it was lore relevant, so I don't think it's, fair to say 0 out of 10. Theory 28. Anagrams. Rouse is an anagram of resale and seller, and sailor. Words relating to sea and water. Chris is an anagram of Irks, and the page on Noel's blog named Chris Dreamer Chris is an anagram of Risk Irks Murderer. Gaster is an anagram of stager and grates, like the scratching noise from the code. Here's the thing. I like this, okay, I get where you're coming from, but there is an infinite amount of anagrams you can make from character names. Alphys is an anagram for plashy, meaning wet or full of puddles. Toriel is an anagram for loiter, and I don't think that any of those are intended. Honestly, I'm going to say these are coincidences. I don't know, it's possible, but it just seems like a crazy stretch for all of these things to line up. I'm giving this one a 5 out of 10, only because I just can't believe Toby Fox is that crazy with the anagrams. Theory 29. The intro to Chapter 2 is actually a flashback, and not an accurate representation of what happened. In the beginning of Chapter 2, Toriel asks, Chris, is that a knife? Before shouting, no! Before quickly revealing Toriel walking into Chris's room, waking them up, and scolding them for eating all of the pie. So silly. But the theory states that this is not actually what happened. Instead, this black screen with text is a flashback, or I'll personally just throw in there flash forward, to something else. The bulk of the evidence I actually agree with. Not only did Undertale do this several times, but the actual text here doesn't make sense for Toriel walking in and seeing an empty pie tray. She asks, Chris, are you awake? Is that a knife? That makes it sense, that makes it sound like she actually sees Chris with a knife, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess it makes sense. I guess, you could argue that the reason it sounds like that is because they wanted to, fake out the player. You have to think Toriel sees Chris with a knife. But I do think this is possible that this is more of a flashback or flash forward. One thing that's worth mentioning is that I feel like lots of the silly fake-outs that Deltarune has done are going to end up being important. In between chapters 1 and 2, you could say that Chris did all of that just to eat the pie, but it's clear that they also turned on the TV, and in my personal opinion, opened the library dark fountain. In this way, I think that what's intended as a fake-out right now might end up being revealed to be important. So, yeah, I actually think this is likely. You might think this is a bit of a reach, but I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. Good theory. Theory 30. Mike is clearly going to be an important character, but to fit with chess theory needing a character named Rook, his name might be Mike Rook Phone, like microphone. Yeah, I think it's possible. 10 out of 10. Theory 31. The person who interrupts Gaster in the Gartermaker segment is actually Chris. That's a cool idea, and honestly, one of only 3 people I think could be the culprit. It's either Gaster, not interrupting himself, just changing his tune all of a sudden, December, considering Gaster seemingly wants us to be in the vessel, or Chris. I like the idea that it could be Chris, as it means they literally summoned us, and we do have Chris demon summoning hints. However, I have one logical problem with this. I kind of think Gaster contacted Chris in the past. We know Chris has some knowledge of the future, and the only character who could give them that is probably Gaster. Considering this, I don't see why Chris would rebel against what Gaster wants. Unless this was always the plan? I don't know. This is one of those confusing things with too many unknown variables. I personally will give this a 7 out of 10 because, like I said, it's one of only 3 likely options, but I personally think that it was December holiday. Theory 32. The following was asked by William. What if there are different kinds of fountains like white or green? Get suggesting. Yeah, sure, I guess. What if there were white fountains? Or green fountains? 10 out of 10. No, but in seriousness, I have heard ideas about a darker fountain or a light fountain, and, like, I feel like the makeup of Deltarune's light and dark world don't really lend itself to other kinds of fountains. Darkness seems to work like a gas or liquid, with most of the descriptions about it relating to water in some way.
Okay, I think I'm done for today.
But if you opened a fountain in the dark world, I don't think light would flood in. It would just send darkness out. You know what I mean? So I don't really think that we'll see light fountains.
Alright, I'm tired.
Sorry, William, but white and green fountains are not happening. 0 out of 10. Theory 33. Ralsei's hat might be a super boss because it was discarded. I like this idea a lot because it would be fun and a good idea. But
right.
I do think it's worth mentioning.
Thank you guys so much for joining in and watching. Why are you furry? Because I want to be.
And even then, I don't really think it's discarded.
Because I feel like I am. Why?
Theory 34. The relevancy of the Deltarune symbol across
Because I relate to animals, especially cats, and I have particular things that I feel like are a part of me. Is it weird though? Why are you using the word weird, brother? Came out amazing, alright? You can't though, you're human. Yeah, I know. I know I'm human. So are you. So is everyone in my chat. I'm very curious because this is actually a conversation. Wait, I'm gonna check if I can show it on my chat. Because this is actually an interesting conversation to have before I go. Thank you for asking me this question. This is very interesting. Only 3 people in chat. Well, yeah, I'm a small person. What inspired you to become a dog? Never said I was a dog, my dude. Never said I was a dog. I'm more of a cat person, to be honest. I want to show you guys. I do want to genuinely have a conversation like this because this is actually an interesting conversation to have. But you literally are one though? No, I'm more of a... I'm a bad kitty. Well, yeah, kind of. I do enjoy being cat. Like, I do feel similar to a cat-like person, yes. This is genuinely an interesting conversation. But you literally... You, even the high-pitched voice. Brother, that's my normal voice. That's my normal voice. Back up. Okay. Ain't no brother. If you're not gonna respect me, I'm not gonna respect you. Ears do not make a dog, it's snout that does. It's a big cat ear is a cat thing. I mean, that's more of a design because of Cade. Because Cade has those kind of ears. But like it isn't exactly cat-like. Stop being disrespectful. I'm not. I'm having an honest conversation because this is something that a lot of people have asked me. And I'm okay to answer that. I'm gonna put that up there so you guys don't see that. But I'm talking to Lucy. Oh, okay. Yeah. But at least for me, personally, what made me kind of realize it was more so that I have more like cat-like personality, you know, being introverted, being more of a night owl. I have like kind of traits that makes me feel more like a cat at times, I suppose, in a way. And yeah, I feel like a lot of people will consider it being a weird thing, yes, but everyone is a bit weird. You're lying to yourself if you don't think you're weird, my dude. You're literally lying to yourself if you don't think you're weird. If you don't think you're weird, like, kinda, you know. Can I be a mod to mute people who get disrespectful? No, it's okay. It's okay. I have control over it. It's okay. Think it though. But I think the traits that I have personally noticed of myself is that I like to meow and stuff like that. It's a sim. And that I like to, like how I sleep, for example. Yeah, I think that's partially-ish it. I also have a persona, which Jack knows about, Cade, right here. But Cade isn't exactly... I can't say Cade is a cat. I can't say Cade is a cat. But they do have cat-like features. Cade is more of a voidling. Because I think it's strange, but nothing good came from normal. That's very true. That's very true. Hi, Garfield. Why would you choose this, though? Because it makes me happy. Why did you choose your name? It makes you happy. Why did you walk outside? It makes you happy. You know? Thank you for the free roses. I appreciate it. You do things because you have a persona. Oh my god, I'm a furry? Shocker. Kate is exactly my persona, but he's the closest thing I'll ever get to. Let more choose to be who they are. Yeah, that's literally it. I am who I am. And I'm happy doing it, and I'm not hurting anyone, so what's the problem? Like, that's the one thing I want to ask. Like, what is your problem with me being happy? What is your problem with me genuinely being happy with myself? I genuinely want to ask that. If you have any answer, let me know, because I'm genuinely curious why you are not angry, but like more uncomfortable. I don't know what people are like. Why does it bother you that I'm happy? Got some new headphones today? Yo, that's cool. That's cool. It's not right. What is right? What is right and wrong? Your personal preference and opinion about right and wrong is very different from a lot of other people. It's very different. There is no concrete right or wrong. Raycon bone conducting headphones? Yo, I've heard good shit about that. I've heard good stuff about Raycon. Whoever the Swiss fella is, they're Nah, I've heard worse people. I was literally bullied off TikTok, partially. Can we get a meow? I was literally bullied off TikTok. Like, my old account, I had to delete it because I was just getting a shit ton of harassment and hate and shit like that. And you know, I didn't like that energy. So that's why I'm more like, I have a new account. Why the hate? I don't know. Good girl? No, don't say that to me. I'm trans. I'm a guy. Appreciate it, but no. But It's just a lot of people who are like, for some reason, are uncomfortable with me having a happy, like me being comfortable, you know? And it's odd for me. Like, imagine being so bored that you want to go and target people who are happy with themselves when they're not hurting anyone. I would have been so different had it been that I was hurting someone. But I'm not. I'm meowing to 5, 6 people. Like, the fuck's your problem? 3 people, not 5. I'm live on YouTube as well, so there's people there as well. You didn't ask for pronouns? Oh yeah, if you guys want to tell me pronouns, that'd be nice. I'm bored, so I'm here to be happy and for kindness. Oh, I'm happy to see you. No cussing. I am, like, I'm going to cuss. I'm really sorry. I am he, him, and gay. That's so based. All my socials are in my link, by the way. I said no cussing. Brother. You're not my mom or dad. If you don't like that I'm cussing, I might not be the streamer for you. Just look at the clap of fuck's sake. Yo, also, you got a mushroom hat. Can you show me? Can you, like, send a screenshot in the Discord? I've seen people who have, like, mushroom hats and shit like that. It's so fucking cool. It's genuinely so cool. Like, I've seen people on, like, Mushroom Talk or something like that where they're outside and, like, you know, out, and doing, like, what's it called? I don't remember what it was called, but, like, being outside, showing mushrooms, showing trees, like, showing the outside world. And it's so cool. It is so cool. You have a Discord? Yes, I do. It is in my bio. Click the link and you'll find it. But yeah, pronoun party, they, them. Yo, based. You're part of my gang. I don't know how many people use they, them pronouns anymore. I feel like we're a minority species. They're like the little tiny guys in the back of the party. See Sam? Yo, that's based as fuck. Neopronouns. Nice, I respect that. I respect that. Brother. Don't misgender someone. Using them pronouns? Oh, he's talking to me. He's talking to me, Richard. Where I send it? I'm confused. Discord. In the Discord. You're in the Discord, aren't you, Whiphim? Talking to Richie? Okay, I'm bored of you. Bye-bye. Anyways, yeah. So I hope that did answer some questions. If you have any genuine questions, let me know, because I'm genuinely okay to answer such things like that, and I don't mean to show like chat as in showing like who to target or harass or anything. Don't harass the person. I don't give a shit. My point is to try and explain it in a fair and friendly conversation, you know? So if you see that person on TikTok or wherever, don't go and harass them, please. I'm using it as an example to explain what a furry is to me. Okay? Cool. So, chat. Oh. Thank you for showing me your alt account. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm not in the Discord? Fuck! I need to send an invite again. Join the Discord? Yo! You should be able to join with the TikTok, with the social link. Hi, Sil. How you doing? Wait, aren't you live still, Dusty? Aren't you live? Maybe I can send my friends over to you. Wait, no, you're not live anymore. No! No! Hi, my name is April. My pronouns are he, him. I'm currently transitioning. That's so cool! Happy to meet you, April. Chat on TikTok, if you haven't already followed, be sure to follow so you can actually, like, talk to each other. Could that make me laugh? But yeah, I am fucking shot. So, I'll see you guys maybe Thursday, if not tomorrow. Okay? Okay, cool. Sorry, the cursing isn't quite for me. That's okay. That's completely fine. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.